You sent me a DM.
Yeah,
Are you okay coming in video or you want to stay there?
it's okay.
Just come in video because what you're going to talk about is something that if somebody's out there, they will trace and they will look for you.
Okay.
So just come in video, we talk. Don't be afraid.
Okay.
Where do you stay, Jami?
Lobowa, this side of Entebbe.
So you sent me a DM and I read your DM, but I can't say it here. When I say it, people will be like, oh, Chris, the one cooking up a story. So what do you want to talk about? What really happened?
Okay, the reason as to why I'm here. Hello, guys. Please give me your ears. The reason as to why I'm here. It's been more than 20 years now. I'm looking for my brother, my lost brother. Okay, here's the story. So my mom died long time ago.
Hold on. So I request everyone recording for all the pages that do record Rising Star, Rihanna, Coachland King, Rest Media, every person, Champanya Live, every group, Panda TV, everybody who's recording, please record for me this story. Record for me this story here because this lady came in my DM and she said a lot and it was so touching. Please record the story. And make sure you post this here because she's looking for someone. Let's go. Start it again from the top.
So yeah, to begin the story, my mom died long time ago. It was like 20 years. I was young. I was like 3 years by then. She was a teacher. Okay, my mommy's name is, she was called Mbabazi Janet.
Where was she staying?
Yeah, Mbabazi Janet Amunyoro from Hoima. And she died while I was young. She was a teacher at St. Anne's Preparatory School in Kabowa and St. Pilot, still in Kabowa. So, after my mom dying, since she was a teacher, she had 3 of us. Me, myself, my big brother, and my big sister. But I had my own dad, and my other 2 siblings, they had their own dad. So after the burial, they brought us back to the school where she was teaching because they wanted to do like a farewell to my mother. So they brought us, oh, I mixed Luganda, okay. So never tukomya kusomero, yeah. So when they brought us back to school, the head teacher was like, abana bano sisobola like kuba wayo buwi.
Just use English. It is easy.
English.
Everyone
okay.
can understand. Yeah.
So the head teacher, the headmistress by then of St. Anne Preparatory School where my mom was teaching was like, I cannot allow these kids to be taken by aunties or judges or what. Like I need the real dads to come so that I know they are in safe hands. So the father to my siblings came and he wanted to take me. But the headmistress was like, no, we cannot allow you to take this kid because one day, one time, her family will come looking for her and I'll be in trouble. So maybe you can leave your contact. If her family comes looking for her and they take her, maybe we can contact you so that you guys meet up. So my stepdad had to take my other siblings and leave me at school as the director had decided. So that's how I split from my family, my mother's side, and I had to remain to school to wait for my own family, of which my dad by then wasn't in Uganda at the moment. He was in Kenya. He had gone for traveling and to work from there. So by the time he came back, actually my dad, my real dad, he didn't even know that my mom had died. Yeah, he didn't know. So it was after a long time, it was even holidays, the school closed, it was holidays. So my dad is like, wow, why is it that the mother of my kids is not calling me or checking up on me? Like, it's been long since I last heard from my daughter. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with my daughter. I'm trying to call the phone, but it's off. But good enough, my father knew where my mother was teaching. So she came. He came at school looking for me. And I don't know, the sad part of it, my mother was a Christian and my dad was a Muslim. So my mother and the whole school knew me as Lynn, Sian Lynn. Those are the names my mother had given to me. And my dad knew me as JAMILAH. So my dad came looking for JAMILAH at school. And the headmistress was like, we don't have any description of a JAMILAH you're talking about. The only girl we have here that lost her mother is called Sian Lynn, unless that's who you're looking for. So my dad was like, no, I know my daughter. She's JAMILAH. She cannot be Lynn. And the headmistress was like, are you sure that Mbabazi Janet is the mother to the daughter you're looking for? And my father was like, yes. So the headmistress was like, there is a girl I've been taking care of since the school closed till today. Let me bring her. Maybe that could be your daughter without you knowing. If she's the one, then thank God, because we've also been waiting for her family to come and take her. But if she's not the one, then we'll have to look through the documents for the school and get to know the real person you're looking for. So that's when they called for me, because by then I was in my headmistress's custody. She was the one taking care of me. So when I came out, my father was really, really happy. And I could recognize him, even though I was young. I was about like 3 years when my mother died. Yeah, so that's when my dad came in and I'm like, oh, daddy, what and what? And the headmistress is like, so you mean this is the daughter you've been talking about? And my dad was like, yeah, this is the girl I'm looking for. And then they went through the police confirmation to make sure that the person who has taken me is my real parent or everything. So they took me. So ever since then, I won't lie, I've never, ever laid eyes on my brother or my siblings till date.
How many years?
They're like 90. Right now I'm 22 years. By the time my mother died, I was 3 years by then. So from 3 years to 22, I've not been able to see my brother, not even my brother. I don't know where my mom was buried, first of all. I only know in Hoima, but I don't know where. I don't know. I've never spoken to any of my mother's family side. Not even my auntie. Not
Why?
even my auntie. Yeah. Not even my auntie, not even my granny, not even my brother. I don't know anyone from my mother's side till date.
Listen, how come? Like you don't know anybody? Like you didn't have aunties? Like they knew your dad or what?
I had them, but when my dad took me, the headmistress, before my dad taking me, the headmistress was like, the relatives on the mother's side wanted to take her, but I said no. So my dad, when he came at school and took me, he wanted to keep me away from my relatives from my mother's side till I grow up to a certain age where I can understand, okay, this is my jaja, this is my auntie, this is my what, so that I could meet them by then. Unfortunately, they lost contact. In losing contact, there was a certain teacher, a fellow teacher to my mom, who knew where my mother was buried in Hoima, but reaching there, where my grandma's at my grandmother's place, who gives birth to my mother, they had already sold the place, and there was a company. Yes. By the time, it was around after 5 years. So after 5 years, we had to go to Hoima. So by the time we went to Hoima, the place where they buried my mom, it was a normal. There was a company, and we tried to ask where they maybe where the new place is. No one knew their whereabouts.
So, did you try to talk to your dad?
I tried to talk to him, but
Is he still alive?
Yeah, I tried to talk to him a lot of times, and he was like, for him, okay, it's like meeting a lady in Kampala, but you're still in the hustle of making money for your family. So you do not get that much time to go and visit the lady's place. And by the time you go to look for money, your woman gets pregnant and gives birth while not even in the country. That's why even when my mom died, my father wasn't back to the country yet. He could only just come, see us, then goes back to Kenya, where he was working from.
So wait, you're in touch with your dad?
Yes, I'm in touch with my dad.
So even your dad doesn't know where your mom was coming from?
Yep. He only knew one thing, that my mom was Amnyoro from Hoima, but he didn't know the place. Like my mother's birthplace. Yes.
Bino byetukwana kwana abakyala musanze kukuba mu Kampala n'omukwana ne mweyagala tomayina gyava atukufa.
You don't take omukyala ono bamuzaala wa. So dadi wange yafuna mama wange amufunisiza lubuto awo, tafuddeyo kumanya bamuzaala wa. Kati amaze omufunisa olubuto agenda akole sente e Kenya, ngena jeo kalumu n'atulabako, then he goes back. In that meantime, mami wange we yafiira, because they told me mama wange bamuwa butwa. I only know that yafiira Nsambya. Actually, I tried to go back to Nsambya to look for the records, but ebintu bye baali bansaba byali bingi. I didn't know many of them. Nga bansaba omwaka mami wange gwe yafiiramu, I was young. Bansaba any contacts we basobola okugira, like okugenda mu records zaabwe ez'Ensambya balabe omulambo, records z'omulambo biki. But then ne bagezaako ne banoonya ne bagamba kirabika already mami wange bamutwalayo nga already oba yali afudde, nti omulambo bagugyeyo bujja. So when I tried to ask my dad several times, he told me that he waited for me mpaka nga nkuze, kubanga mbu family ya mami wange bali bagala kuntwala, ate nga naye neno family ya tata wange bagala kuntwala. And ekyasumbuwa daddy wange, it was one, coming at school ng'anoonya JAMILAH.
Yes.
Then ne bamugamba, we don't have any JAMILAH, we have C and Lynn. Nga bagamba tetumanyi Lynn.
Sokolekaawo.
Omukyala omweru.
Jami, sokolekaawo. You see the problem of having parents nga buli omu kyayagala kitaawo. Kataata we yakumanya malala, yege yali mama we n'akuwa naye amannya amalala.
Yeah.
Kati awo confusion ye yali awo.
Yes.
Bambi.
And to make matters worse, n'ebyekika lyali lyawukana.
Oba taata we si yali akuzaala ono gw'oli naye?
Actually, they did a DNA because ne mukule ewaka ewa ne wajjajja wange, nkuze na jjajja wange all my life, azaala taata wange. But you know, these aunties, sengas,
yes,
they were like, ono mwana alabika si waffe. Because me, even in all my siblings, I'm actually kind of different from them.
Hey.
What baddugavu kale, they resemble my dad a lot, and I'm more of my mom a lot. So there was kind of a saga when I was still young, and my aunt was like, oba omwana si waffe ng'omukazi yakola ki yamutusiba. And so my dad was like, no, I know this child is mine. So we bakola DNA, they found out that kituufu taata wange yanzaala. But me what I know, olaba panda, sometimes abasajja bafuna abakazi ne babasuulawo oba si ekyo bamulekera obuvunaanyizibwa. Nabanga ayina omusajja omulala oba oluusi ayina like obuvunaanyizibwa obusobola okulabirira ki omwana. Nalaba nga gwe olinga amuleseewo, olinga amusuuliridde, tolina kyomuyamba, tokola ki, nga waliwo omuntu asobola okukola ki, oluusi okumuyamba ku mwana, okumukuza ng'amuwa buli kimu amulabiridde. Ndowooza I think mami wange we yaviira n'agamba no, ndaba oli alina Kenya yagenda yatulekawo, ono omusajja oba osanga ambeereddewo. Why don't I name this my daughter after him? Yeah, so that's where the coincidence came. Ndowooza mami wange kwe yaviira n'antuma amannya amalala. Mabunya. Father's name, his Muwangabi. And then mami wange yali yantuma Nabunya wangeye bangeye. So kati dadi wange by then yeeraliikirira nnyo n'agamba oli omwami ayinza okujja n'antwala. So kwe kuntwala n'angamba oba we tuba bakufunira side ya mamiwo katulinde omwana ono akule abeere ng'ategeera, then tujja mutwala asobole okukola ki, okulaba ku family ye n'okubabuuza n'okubategeera naye nga at least